Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much more. I'm your host Chris, and today's video is fun, interesting, and a bit of a rumor, but it's a rumor that is spreading rapidly right now, and supposedly we have leaked information about San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel's Hall H, what they're going to be presenting, and more intimate details about upcoming Phase 4 and Phase 5 projects, including Deadpool, Black Panther, Secret Invasion, Blade, The Marvels, World War Hulk, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, AntMan and the Wasp: Quantumania, Wonder Man, and Daredevil. All of these are projects that will supposedly and reportedly be talked about during San Diego Comic-Con, and we have a description of A, what you should expect them to talk about, and B, further details that push some of the synopsises or unknown information about these projects. So, strap yourself in and get ready for some potentially wild speculation and or very accurate leaks about some of Marvel's future projects. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other major movie and television news updates. You can also follow me on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser and Twitter at TheCultureChris. Links to both of these are in the description down below. Now, I want to preface this, and obviously it has to be said, I do not know who this source is. I try to be pretty reliable on the channel. I try to share stuff with you that I know has at least some weight to it or comes from a scooper or an insider that has been right about stuff in the past. This is anonymous. This kind of is just floating around the internet. So let's just have some fun with it, because if even half of this stuff ends up being true, we're in for a pretty wild ride at San Diego Comic-Con. Starting off, Deadpool. The information we have about Deadpool that will be announced is that Ryan Reynolds will be in attendance to announce the next Deadpool movie, which isn't titled Deadpool 3. Director Sean Levy will send in a video. So we'll be getting a video from director Sean Levy, and Ryan Reynolds will be present at San Diego Comic-Con, and it sounds like we're getting a title announcement, and it's not Deadpool 3. Just starting with that information, I'm good. I'm chilling. Deadpool is my favorite character of all time. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is my favorite comic of all time. Ryan Reynolds is going to be there. We're probably getting a title announcement. I'm super excited for that, and that's a project we've all known that has been coming for quite some time, so it will finally be good to get some official confirmation behind it and not just rumors. Next, we have Black Panther, which we all really expected, and we think might even be kind of the highlight of San Diego Comic-Con. This is the next movie to come out for Marvel, and it says Ryan Coogler, Denai Guerra, Tanaka Huerta, and Dominique Thorne will be present and bring their first trailer for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So this was rumored a few days ago and was heavily believed to be true, that we would be seeing the first trailer for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever at San Diego Comic-Con. It's cool to see that this is also backing up that information, and again, something we were expecting, something was almost sure to happen at SDCC, because this movie's coming out before D23, which is when we'll be getting the other half of the announcements, of course, and Disney Plus Day as well. So this one was always happening, and I'm excited for that. It moves on to Secret Invasion, which says no one will be in attendance for Secret Invasion, but they will reveal the main cast and share some footage. Secret Invasion seems like it's going to have a huge place in the main plot of the MCU, especially following the information that came from Ms. Marvel. If you haven't seen the finale already, it's important to know that the word mutation was dropped, and now people are thinking that we should be making way for mutants. And a very good place to explain that would be in Secret Invasion, since the Marvels is around the corner as well, and Secret Invasion will be dealing with Skrull. And based off of the information that we have, however little, it seems like mutants might be entering the MCU because of either Kree or Skrull experiments that have caused for the X gene to spread around the world, around the universe, at least in our timeline. So Secret Invasion might end up being extremely important. We'll be also getting information from Blade. Mahershala Ali, Kit Harington, Aaron Pierre, Milan Ray, and Bassem Tariq will be in attendance for some news. One big piece of news is that Anthony Starr will play Dracula. Apparently this is happening. Anthony Starr is Homelander from The Boys, and he will be joining a pretty insane cast for a pretty insane movie that is going to push forward the monster hunters of the MCU, and that is blade. So we'll have to wait and see, but that sounds pretty sweet. It also says that we will be getting some information and new footage for the Marvels, that Brie Larson and Iman, who plays Kamala Khan or Miss Marvel, as we just saw in the Miss Marvel series, will be present to share this footage. It moves on to something new, which has a decent amount of information: World War Hulk. Now, we've had a lot of rumors about World War Hulk and where this might fit into a future Hulk movie. Everybody was hoping to get some information about this. Well, here it is. It says this was originally going to be a movie, but it is now being turned into a 4-part series for Disney Plus that may have a small theatrical release as well. This could possibly be the big Avengers event before Secret Wars with many big characters. So, originally it was going to be a film. Now it sounds like they're planning on doing a 4-part Disney Plus series, and it's going to have some major cameos and involvement, and even be referred to as the big Avengers team up before Secret Wars happens. Now, we recently heard other reports that said that Secret Wars is actually a lot closer than we would think, whereas a lot of us, including myself, are thinking, wow, this is going to be a good 8 years out before we actually get to Secret Wars. A recent report actually said it's not as far away as you might have thought, and we're going to be sliding into the thick of it with Secret Wars not too many years away. So I'll be interested to see how this one plays out. I would be very satisfied with just having a World War Hulk movie, but they're turning into a 4-part series, probably going to have like 45-minute to an hour-long episodes in each. So lots of information, lots of characters, opportunities for cameos. We'll have to wait and see. Not sure how I feel about that one. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 at San Diego Comic-Con. A majority of the cast will be in attendance, as they will show some footage. So a lot of the cast is going to be there. They're going to share a little bit of the test footage from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Sounds like that will be very good. After watching Thor: Love and Thunder, I am for sure extremely excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They had a very brief moment in the film, but their presence is always noted, as well as their absence when they're not around. It's just a team that everybody loves, and I think we're in for a pretty big roller coaster of emotions, as James Gunn has said this is his last movie, and many of the Guardians seem like it might be their last movie too. Dun, dun, dun. So moving on, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We will see some footage with actors Rudd, Lily, and Newton present. Jonathan Majors, who will be playing Kang, will send in a video as Kang. So that's very interesting as well. It's not just like Jonathan Majors showing up, but it's Kang showing up, who Jonathan Majors plays. We've seen Jonathan Majors as Kang towards the end of the Loki series, and we know that he has an appearance in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That movie might be extremely important for setting up characters like the Fantastic Four. We've heard MODOK might be involved, which might include AIM, which a lot of people are thinking is going to be including the DODC. Lots of crazy connections there. The MCU really is going to start colliding into itself, and we are not ready for those results. Also says we're going to be hearing from recently announced Wonder Man. They will be announcing it with Henry Golding and Simon Williams. An interesting detail is that Evan Peters is returning as Ralph Boner, but may have a new name. Will likely be a side character in the show. Wonder Man, many people believe, will have very close connection to the Scarlet Witch and her current status in the MCU, which, although is probably technically considered dead, everybody knows that that's not true. And the Wonder Man connection, it does bring a very interesting aspect to probably the most advanced storyline in the MCU so far, which is Wanda, Doctor Strange, and that whole side of things. And bringing back Ralph Boner might just be a huge slap in the face to a lot of us, but I'm interested to see what they do with that character and maybe any future explanation as to who he may really be. The final announcement coming at San Diego Comic-Con is Daredevil, Man Without Fear. This will be announced with Charlie Cox starring alongside Eiza Gonzalez, who will be Elektra. Now, we know that Daredevil also has a few other cameos coming up, like in Echo and She-Hulk, but we've also known that he was going to be getting his own solo project. Now, it does not stay here whether or not that's going to be a movie or a Disney Plus project. A lot of people are leaning towards expecting a Disney Plus project, and we can see here that we will be having an official casting for Elektra. So many exciting projects coming for us. If this is true, if this is actually the itinerary, the slate that is going to be announced at San Diego Comic-Con, we're in for a massive treat. Lots of reveals, lots of confirmations for rumors we've been talking about, some first trailers, some first looks, Secret Invasion, Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy, all gonna have some good looks at them, some ideas as to what is going on. So, are you excited? San Diego Comic-Con is just around the corner, so you know what that means? You should subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the updates. We'll be covering it closely, updating everybody with whatever news it is that comes out during San Diego Comic-Con. And if this list happens to be a real scoop, we're in for quite a treat. So let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. As always, thank you to everybody who watched to the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys all in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.